So the last video in this series on using the 3D PDF reader by TextSoft 3D is isolating and hiding parts in assembly, which I find quite remarkable to be able to do on your phone or your iPad, just because this is a free app. And the exporter from Revit is quite inexpensive per year as a subscription, and maybe we'll look at those in some other videos. Oops. So what I'll do is I'll just go over to the viewer again, and you can see I've still got this section open from the last video, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold this beam, just tap on that beam. You can see, if I tap on it again, there's a couple things here. So it says parent, hide, isolate, and properties. So if I go isolate, obviously that just brings up the beam by itself. And then the properties, if I'm honest with you, are not really for architectural purposes. So if I click that, and then it's got, so if I click properties, it says area, volume, and it's all approximated, and it says 1 point centimeter square and what have you. But if I click parent, so I've never seen that really work well, even when you have an assembly where it's a window in a door, a window in a wall, and what have you. But then if you just tap outside of that, that'll bring the whole model back. I'm just going to take the sections off for a second, and we'll just try to grab one of these steels up here. And so that's parent, and then hide. So the hide feature I find quite helpful, actually, especially if you have something in the way. For example, we click on that and we hide that. So you can kind of make it transparent. And then if we just click on one of those, and parent still doesn't work well, but then we've got isolate, we've got properties there. So I think this is a very useful tool, especially if you're on site and you want to have a quick look and navigate through the model. And you can't do any markups or anything from there. The last thing I will do is I'll show you the settings. So there's a number of different ones in here, and I've tried to use most of them, but to be honest, shaded with lines makes architectural models look good. I mean, you could go shaded. If we go back to it, oops, and it just doesn't, to me it doesn't shaded with lines is probably the best looking, and I've tried most of them. But if you go back to settings, and also you can open up the drawings in different places. There's a bit about the reader and what have you here. So this reader supports STL, which is a 3D printer format, IFC, zip, and so forth. So it's a very powerful, and as you can see the interaction here, one finger drag to pinch, double tap on an object, tap on a window to select, reset, double tap. So basic navigation, but very powerful. So I hope you've enjoyed this demo of this, and